You need to read Vesper Gearsu a few times to get it, but once you do, you're like, oh, that ain't too bad. Until you realize it can be negated at least 2 more monsters than you do. What that mean? No matter how many monsters you control, they have to control at minimum 2 more than that, and your opponent gets to choose the monster set. Oh my god! If you didn't know any better, you might have thought the effects appearing in the view thanks to the power of editing, or based on how many monsters they sent. It counts the number they control afterwards, so if your opponent sends all the monsters they control to the graveyard, they ain't really doing that, meaning they don't control any, you being the activator of Vesper Gearsu takes half. If they control 1 monster, they gain 2 stacks. If they control 2 monsters their hand, if applicable, gets banished till the end phase. Should have been permanent, then maybe it would justify the fact it can be negated. For the people in the back, it can be negated. And if your opponent chooses to send nothing to the graveyard, meaning they control at least 3 monsters, 3 of them things, they can activate monster effects, not just on the field and not just the effects of monsters they control. I'm talking everybody! Remember the activation requirement, ladies. In other words, it's best when you're going second, but unlike evenly matched, it's not terrible going first as long as your opponent outnumbers your monsters by 2. I feel like this minor, but not so minor detail is going to be missed because you are going to interpret that as if your opponent controls at least 2 monsters. That's not what it says. I'm breaking it down like this to punch on how the Yu-Gi-Oh community at large are a bunch of idiots, and if that don't apply to you, don't worry about it. But if it does, consider this a shot at you. Bang, 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 bang. Thanks for watching. If you would like to help support me, my Patreon, Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal's in the description. Channel memberships $3. You know, it really only takes a button. So come on, push the button. Come on, push the button.